There's a real satisfaction when something complex, something you've only sort of graphed in theory, suddenly becomes visually clear, like really clear.
Oh, definitely. That aha moment.
Exactly. And today, we're doing a deep dive into a tool that provides just that for chemistry. It's called ChemSketch. It's powerful, and, importantly, it's completely free.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission here is to explore how this software helps you, helps anyone really, move past those flat 2D drawings and really get interactive with the 3D world of molecules, making complex chemistry understandable.
And it's so crucial why we need that 3D view in chemistry. It isn't just about making pretty pictures.
Right.
It's fundamental. Think about how a drug works. Its shape, its 3D structure determines everything about how it interacts in the body.
Okay.
Or things like stereochemistry molecules that look the same on paper but are mirror images, like your hands.
Yeah.
They can behave totally differently. Trying to get your head around that from a flat drawing, it's really tough.
Yeah, I remember struggling with that.
Exactly. And ChemSketch hits that problem head on. It's a huge help for students, but also for, seasoned researchers.
And it sounds like it tackles it pretty elegantly.
Yeah.
We've seen ChemSketch mentioned everywhere in academia and research. It's clearly popular.
It is very widely used.
But the thing that really jumped out is this capability. You draw a 2D structure, click a button, this 3D optimization button, and bang, you get a dynamic 3D model. Almost instantly.
Yeah, that's the magic bit, isn't it?
It feels like magic. Going from a flat sketch to something you can spin around, what's actually happening under the hood there? How does it create such an accurate 3D thing so fast?
Well, it's not actually magic, sadly. It's some pretty sophisticated computational chemistry working behind the scenes.
Okay.
When you click Optimize, ChemSketch runs algorithms. These are based on molecular mechanics, force fields, basically rules about how atoms like to arrange themselves to be stable.
Stable meaning lowest energy.
Exactly. It calculates the most likely lowest energy 3D shape. So it's predicting realistic bond lengths, bond angles, the whole spatial setup. It's quite clever.
So it's an educated guess, basically. A very educated one.
A very educated, algorithm-driven prediction, yeah. And critically, it's not just a static picture. You get this interactive model. You can rotate it, zoom right in, pull back, analyze it from all angles.
That interaction seems key.
It is key. That's how you truly grasp the spatial relationships, the specific angles, the tricky bits of stereochemistry. It makes abstract ideas feel, well, tangible.
That ability to manipulate it in real time sounds incredibly useful, so you're not stuck with just one perspective.
Nope. Spin it, tilt it, look down the bonds.
And the sources mention different visual styles, like ball and stick, wireframe, space filling. Why have different ones? What do they each show you?
Good question. Yeah, they each offer a different insight. Ball and stick is probably the most common one you see. It's great for seeing the basic skeleton, the connections between atoms, the bond angles clearly, really shows the framework.
Got it.
Then wireframe strips it back even more. Just the bonds, like lines. It's really minimal. Useful if you want to see through the molecule, maybe overlay structures or see something buried inside a complex.
Less clutter.
Precisely. And then space filling, that one's crucial for understanding the molecule's actual volume. It's steric bulk.
Steric bulk.
Yeah, how much space it physically takes up. The atoms are shown as spheres based on their van der Waals radii. This is vital when you're thinking about, say, how a drug fits into a protein's active site.
So will it actually fit?
Exactly. Or how two bulky parts of a molecule might push each other away and affect how it reacts. So different views for different questions.
That makes sense. And you also mentioned it does calculations beyond just drawing.
That's right. Property calculation. It can estimate things directly from the model. Molecular weight, the chemical formula, obviously.
The basics.
The basics, yeah. But also structural details like precise bond lengths, bond angles, even confirming stereochemistry details right there on the model.
Wow.
It's really practical for quick checks on structures, getting basic property predictions for assignments, or even just preliminary analysis and research.
That is a huge step up from just a drawing tool, being able to quantify things. So let's talk applications. For students or researchers, where does this really make a difference? What gets clearer with ChemSketch?
Oh, for students, it's massive for those really tough concepts. Visualizing chirality, that handedness idea.
Yeah, always tricky.
Right? Or stereoisomers in organic chemistry. Trying to see the difference between, say, enantiomers on a flat page is notoriously hard. With ChemSketch, you see the 3D difference instantly. You can rotate them, compare them side by side.
I could see that being helpful.
It really is. Same for inorganic chemistry, figuring out complex geometries, coordination numbers, how ligands are arranged around a metal center. It makes it visual.
And for assignments and stuff?
Absolutely. Preparing presentations, lab reports. You can include clear, accurate 3D images. It makes your work look professional and ensures your ideas are communicated precisely.
I can definitely see how that raises the bar for academic projects, yeah. Capstones, reports. But you mentioned research, too. How does it fit into maybe a more advanced workflow? Can it help with something like initial drug design ideas or figuring out reaction intermediates?
It certainly can play a role there. Now, it's not a full-blown quantum mechanics package, right? It's not for heavy-duty simulations.
Right.
But for that initial stage, screening ideas, generating hypotheses, it's incredibly valuable.
Also,
Well, take a medicinal chemist. Maybe they're thinking about tweaking a potential drug molecule slightly. They can model that change in ChemSketch, see the new 3D shape instantly, get a feel for how it might change the fit, the interactions.
sort of a quick what-if tool.
Exactly. A rapid visual assessment before committing to synthesis or more complex time-consuming calculations. Same for reaction intermediates. You can model proposed transition states, visualize bonds breaking and forming in 3D space. It helps build intuition.
So it speeds up that early exploratory phase.
Definitely. It acts as a powerful first-pass tool. Lets chemists quickly explore possibilities, refine their thinking about structure and reactivity.
So, boiling it all down, the main takeaway from this deep dive seems to be that ChemSketch really changes how you interact with molecules.
Fundamentally, yes.
It lets you move beyond those flat, static pictures to actually engage with the 3D reality. Makes complex stuff understandable, maybe even elegant.
Elegant, beautiful even. It truly does. It empowers
All
understanding.
right, fascinating tool.
And it leaves you with a thought, doesn't it? If a tool like this, available for free, can make the invisible world of molecules so much more tangible and interactive, well, what other complex fields could use a similar approach? Think about astrophysics, genomics, maybe even complex economic modeling. Where could applying accessible 3D visualization unlock a much deeper, more intuitive understanding? Something to ponder.